Let's show Sal how much this means to us. Cash money, baby. We're getting into the game now. The first show match ever on it. Alex, take us away.
Let's jump in. A quick roster rundown for you as well, because it starts studded on the left-hand side of your screens. Jax from G2, Ethan from the Evil Geniuses, Liquid in Force with Stewie and Nitro and Steel, a North American curveball to round out Team Toxic. For Squeaky, we have Kenny S, Twistzz, Elige, Config, and Tarik. And we're about to be jumping into our very first round of the brand new Cash play. And as always, we start with a boost.
Oh, we saw this jump before. Stewie 2K doesn't land it, though.
You were saying, Volcano, you tried to make that a little easier.
Well, so that part's still the same difficulty, but the second step is
easier.
And this is actually a little bit of what I expected. I think, nice kill by Stewie there. I was expecting CTs to play a retake.
Oh my goodness, we'll get some game sound as soon as we possibly can, but for now, Stewie, he's got the first frag and is causing pressure. New angle found by Jax on the box enables him to hold main rather passively. Now can fall back on towards the site. Two players pushing in from highway. We do have another arrival. This time Twistzz fills the feed. 3 versus 4 and equalizing. And let's see if he can find that new angle. So you can plant safe, and that's the cross. Okay, and you can then respond with a Molotov in kind.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, we do have a 3-on-3 situation. There is a kit available for Steel. He's got the smoke as well. I'm sure that will come into play. You can see these new angles as we make our way towards the retake now. It looks absolutely beautiful. You can see that open side towards the right, and it's going to be up to Elige with a double stack towards quad here, trying to bait in his teammate the best he can. Now, will they suspect it? Ethan certainly seems to think so. The knives are coming out. Is it going to be delivered? The first round delivers a knife kill, and it's going to be down the coffin. What has happened here? 2 knives in 1 round from the same players. 4 kills for Ethan, 2 stabs in the back.
Round 1, baby, let's go.
Yep, that's one way to get a first pistol round in on Cash.
I was right, it was the auto sniper. They've gone straight for it.
There we go.
Round 2,
That's
Dak.
Nitro brought out the auto sniper. I think Ethan dropped it for him. He's taken the FAMAS, and Nitro's got, give me the auto sniper. He said about the wallbang potential.
Yeah.
What a weapon to really demonstrate that. Let's see if we can keep it on Nitro and see what he's up to. He's gone towards the shell for sniper window towards middle. You can see the angle now. It's very difficult to smoke that one off the T side, so they might be in for a bit of a surprise here. He only gets the 1. Great shot from Twistzz to respond.
Oh, and I can't wait to see more from this side. The Squeaky part of the map is just gorgeous, and a flank from Jax. He hasn't got the weapon for the job, still tapping away, and he will retreat back towards the teddy bear and the brand new Squeaky.
Oh, that's lovely. That Squeaky door area is beautiful to look at. And we'll see now that big slow down. It's a 4 versus 3. The Dak has been picked up by Steel. A classic angle there from Ethan. You can see this locker position. This is A main as Kenny S comes in with a scout. No stranger to this position as Steel holds up towards CT. Going to be jumping up. You can see these angles now available to the CTs. Allow them to actually challenge a little bit more towards A main instead of holding passive crossfires as Jax continues to do damage with the MP9. There's just kills all over the place here, and it will be Team Toxic running away with this one so far. Okay, that's always cool because it's set pieces from Cash were quite iconic. And yes, welcome back. You're just joining us. This is the first ever show match here, or first ever game played on the new version of Cash. You can see it's luscious and green. There's new opportunities, and we do see a push towards middle. The jump has been landed by Stewie this time as he makes his way down. This could be absolutely colossal. He pushes round. He's only good for 1. The P250, no armor, is what takes him down. Elige is ready and waiting, and it will be a quick 4-on-4. It actually helps out the T's quite a lot now as they've actually got an AK-47.
Config in the server as well. Didn't quite go well for Optic, but it always a threat. Okay, Kenny's got the deagle and catches Jax's aggression. We talked about that mid-round aggression on Cash, always a big part of the play. Nitro boosted up, and he's got the perfect weapon for the job. Round 3 with the auto sniper. Tarik's got another one. Team Squeaky, they're making these unarmored sidearms work. Elige in trouble, though. Ethan going to be stabilizing for him. He still hasn't died, and it will conclude 3-0.
Well, there we have it. That's a really nice round from Team Toxic. The T truck towards their spawn area. Is that the same angle you can still boost and that look towards the white box?
So it's slightly different. It's a little bit lower profile because with the addition of the new window in mid, the sightlines there will still be able to get some visibility.
Excellent. That was always a fun boost to come in. Speaking of fun, Stewie 2K has picked up an interesting weapon here. I think he's got the Negev out, so that's always a lot of fun to see that being brought into the mix. And there it is, the mid window there. You can see even if you smoke towards the Z halls, you still have full vision on the CT side. Lovely shot from Kenny. Bit of an iconic Cash sniper for sure as he opens things up towards Ethan.
Gosh, jumping to Steel's POV, and I'm like trying to process where I am in the map. Okay, pushed up on B by Toxic, appropriate given the team name and the player. And we'll see. It was a joke. I love Josh. Let's all be friends. Come on.
He says.
He says, biting his tongue.
Well, the smoke's towards A main there. And interesting, we saw in the pre-game finish, you can actually smoke towards a mid-entrance from the B bomb side now from Checkers, correct? So there's lots of options to back up your teammates now, have less players potentially towards middle, right? Well, speaking of less players, it's going to be Stewie game, lowering them down. It's the M249, I believe. So that's doing great work as we get into a 3 versus 2 now. It's up to Jack to try and salvage the situation, making his way through towards A main. And it will be player towards Forklift. Bomb planted in the default spot. I believe we have one player towards quad as well. He's going to have to step up here. First kill should be no problem whatsoever. Twistzz didn't see it coming. Tarik now AK-47 in hand, trying to take them down, but he's got problems ahead of him, but apparently not. Steel completely eviscerated by the AK there. Tarik doing God's work towards MBK. Are we still going to call it MBK? There are some Easter eggs creeping around here, but now it's going to be KennyS opening things up with a boost towards middle. The M249 spray down.
This second frag up to a lead. I mean, we're seeing a new meta established on Cash here, Volcano. I'm joking, but no, but that is.
There it is.
There's the Easter egg I was hoping for.
Round of applause for Doggo. Lovely. We love dogs here, and
it's time to investigate B, ladies and gentlemen.
It is, and there's lots of new opportunities in terms of boosts here. Stewie won't be using them just yet, but he's doing a lot of damage with that Deagle, and able to find the frag. Tarik will take him down, and you can see Steel dodging the flames, not quite. He'll take a little bit of damage. Now, is that wallbang potential towards Checkers still as potent as it was before?
Yeah, that should remain the same.
Did you just kill one there as well? Did Steel get it? I think he did.
Got config. And there's more wallbangs coming in. The lineup was always a bit janky. Still has the lineup in his mind.
There's the new boost there.
This is the new boost.
Yeah, I think this boost really shines for T's, particularly when CTs are going to be trying to read them.
So a post-plant situation there. So you can see KennyS trying to join him with the fun. He might get more than he bargained for, though. They're not checking Tarik's position as he starts to mow them down. Oh, it's a lovely round there. I think that's a really interesting point. So it benefits.
Something I considered when I initially looked at it, just how effective that will be. Tarik was just playing anti-flash up there, and as long as you've got some cover.
We talked about CT aggression and the options available to you. This is a bit of an eco round. You can see 2 players pushing towards Squeaky. So will the team be aware of this? It was a classic push in the old version of Cash. You can see Nitro and Ethan taking full advantage of it. Jack's open things up. Lovely Deagle shot towards Elige, but they have got mid-control on the team Squeaky side. Can the CTs capitalize with this backstab coming in towards the mid-warehouse? There's Nitro, ready and waiting, as we do see Ethan not quite finding the frag, but Tarik will be taken down eventually.
Gosh, this is aggressive Counter-Strike all over the place. Take a look at Z. New, of course, lines of sight available. Saw Nitro taking that earlier, but numbers advantage in favor of Team Toxic. Certainly not in the weapons department, though. No Kevlar. Retrieved AK for Steel. 3 Ts find themselves in middle. Let's have a look how they choose to approach this last 60 seconds of play.
Well, it's going to be the advantage for Toxic, but it's KennyS who will take things back to an even level. It's going to be a 3 versus 3. Steel removed, and this was the eco, remember, for Toxic, so they don't really have a lot to work with, but it's not slowing them down whatsoever. Jax gets the second Deagle frag. A bullet to the dome of KennyS will give them the advantage now, but Twistzz and Config still alive and kicking. Twistzz with 100 HP, and they're going to try and pincer towards the A side. Config using the routes towards Highway as his teammate holds towards A main. The problem is they are separated. The bomb's on the back of Config, who's got low HP. If he gets dropped here, then a lot of trouble, and it will be a scout tag from Nitro as he finishes things off.
Just Config, no HP. Admittedly, his teammates or his opponents don't have armor. He has a chance. It's a headshot angle. Jax finds it, and the fist bumps are in. Another one on the board for Team Toxic.
Percent, I would say, but do you feel like that's going to be the same outcome in this new version?
It's difficult to predict.
Yeah.
But I think there are quite a few things that do benefit the CTs here. Like on that topic as well, like if it's T-sided or slightly CT-sided,
sure.
like, I'm okay with those slight imbalances because I think it is good for the map pool if all the 7 maps have a little bit of unique flavor to them.
Absolutely.
But within reason, like you never want it going too extreme.
Yeah. No, I think it's great that the CTs have a bit more viable approaches towards middle, especially. That was always, for me, the most difficult area to contain. You'd have to have 3 CTs there with set smokes and really good synergy. There's a classic boost there, the old Shroud spot.
Yeah, is the lamp that you can, above the door, can you still get onto that angle as well?
You can still get onto that. And on the Shroud boost, there used to be like a pole in that corner that restricted your movement. You couldn't get flush with the wall, but we removed that, so now you can hug that corner.
So now you can be fully hidden up there. They can't speak.
They can't bang your toes.
I think that would be hidden now.
Okay, that's great.
Get a bit closer to the wall.
Excellent. Well, Ethan, I should say, get the HEs towards the A main position. There it is, on top of the lamp. Doesn't last long, but down he goes.
At least we get to see a proof of concept. Config battling on B. It's a difficult fight to take. In the meantime, A does look to be working out for the CTs. 2 frags, leaving Elige and a rather...
That's a cheeky one.
Oh, hello. That's new. Doesn't work out for Ethan. Elige gets an easy frag, and this round is far from over. Stewie on the I was going to say retake, but we will see, of course, if he chooses to advance early. Yes, a new box to play with as well towards the truck wall. Bomb down. What utility do they have? Maybe Steel's been watching the tutorial. Get that Molotov towards quad. It's bullets that do the work. It's Nitro to finish the truck wall. Going to be a bit of a different exchange now, and we're into another round of play. Team Toxic have a firm lead. Good spray coming out from Ethan. Damages up 2 of the advance straight through mid. They have got their mid smoke still working. And Nitro's already found a jump peak for info. Aggression from Config punished and traded. Did find Ethan in the meantime, though.
So that's exactly what I wanted to see. You can see the classic Z smoke deployed there, but there's still an option for Nitro to be part of the round. He's not completely eradicated now, so that's excellent to see him. Like, able to get 1 kill, he's not in too much danger. There's still a chance for him to kill him, but his aim can prevail as Tarik will push through the smoke. He'll expect lots of this. A 3 versus 2. Steel's got to hold on. He's got the Krieg in hand, but not for long. Elise will take care of him. And Jax has had a decent game so far. AWP will be trying to make his way towards the B site. Great first shot, and now he's actually given himself a proper chance here against his teammate Kenny S, waiting towards the B bomb site itself. Flashbang comes in. He avoids it for now. He's got a kit available, but 2 players to find.
See if he can give us a simple impression. For Elise, timing's not great, has a go, but Elise will secure the 3rd for Team Squeaky.
Interaction, you just want to get 1 kill, drop down, and just kind of slow them down and make things a bit more problematic for them. So we're going to see more of a mid-focus here for the CTs on their force spike. Also, shotgun towards middle. Config's got his work cut out for him. He's doing a great job so far, though. Drops down, and it's the Zeus from Stewie. He gets the AK-47, now he's cooking with gas.
That's one way to do it. It looked so good from Config's POV until Stewie arrived with the Zeus. Ethan's 5-7 in the feed as well. Kenny, aggressive out of main. He's going to have more than perhaps he bargained for. He does fall back just a little bit. Could have got caught on the cross. Still thriving. Stewie on the cross as well from Highway. Oh, and eliminated. His teammate, not today, finds his head.
Oh, that's a filthy little shot from Twistzz there. Preemptive towards the connector, and it's going to be Steel to go down. Gets a taste of the AK, and it's going to be Twistzz to finish things off. That's a very Twistzz-esque round.
We saw Stewie get that Zeus kill in mid, and he was using the new roof there to his advantage. So if you go to that aggressive spot close to the T mid boost,
yeah,
it used to be a pretty difficult position because you get shot in the head. Yeah, you need to be looking up, looking forwards. So now there's a little bit of cover there.
That's interesting. So it was previously like a pipe, right? A very kind of thin pipe. You could still see them.
So the pipe still remains, but it's now got a ledge above it. So you can actually get some decent cover. Even if you're flashed, then sure, you can still be Molotov there, but it means you can't just be completely overwhelmed as soon as you're flashed. You're not going to have any cover whatsoever. So that's a nice little change that makes that position a bit stronger on the CT side. That's classic Molotovs being thrown towards middle. I like the fact that the same smokes, the lineups they used to know, muscle memory. I know all the smokes towards middle as well. It seems like everything is just as viable as it was before.
It certainly is. I mean, you just get, the visuals may have changed, but your muscle memory certainly stands the same. Elite is a robot. No worries. He gets a quick double.
You can see he's still feeling himself there at the end of the round, you know, flicking back and forth as his teammates are TKing him.
That was insane.
We've seen a couple of players, I think Breezy and Elige at this tournament and a couple prior. There's something to do with the Krieg and those guys and their mechanical ability. It just looks ridiculous. Sure, the first is nothing to write home about, but just look how easy that is. What? Easy for him, I should specify. Impossible for most of us.
Well, there we have it. That was a great round. Fantastic work.
Where's that Molly going? He's trying to Molly Z, or perhaps the new one?
Well, they're trying to show mid-presence here. With all the smokes deployed, they're going to go for a fast A attack, trying to keep the presence towards that side of the map, but Jax is having none of it. Lovely work from him to get a couple of kills, and here comes the retake now. Nitro trying to deny everything before they even get close to the bomb site here. At least looks like he's in trouble. He does steal 1 kill away. It's frantic, it's chaotic, but Steel stepping up with the AUG, weapon don't see too much of, and now we got a double AUG benefit from.
Yeah, the other big one would be the truck at CT spawn.
Okay, absolutely, that makes sense.
The angle towards quad. That was definitely an Oppers type of angle.
That would be really cool if you could pull that one off.
You put one quite deep so they can't run to CT, and you put one on that pipe to bleed them to the back. They have forced onto the site. It's possible, and will be interesting to see how it continues to develop. A fast peek from Kenny on B. It's a chance, and Nitro receives him. No worries.
Just to ask as well, I'm sure I know. Oh, hold on. Are the spawns exactly the same? Have you adjusted spawn timings?
We didn't tweak any of the spawns.
Okay, well, there we go.
Now we're going to see an exchange from Jax with this new hole in the wall. It makes Twistz's advance up highway a whole lot more risky. You have a smoke on Z, you were free. 15 seconds bought, take your highway control. Now he's got to be a little bit more conscious as he exposes himself. Nice catch from Steel with his scavenged away Krieg, and it looks like the CTs are going to be doing a whole lot with a little here. New door. Oh. And equal stuff. It looks like a thicker door. I assume the bullet damage hasn't changed.
It might be slightly less.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that would be a good one for me to double check.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that was always the amount of times we've seen in professional Counter-Strike.
It was Stewie 2K who played that
so
position.
That,
he would go on the T side or Squeaky door and actually somehow get kills through
like
that
fork,
door.
highway.
Like headshots coming through that door. Like, it was insane what he used to be able to do on that position. But there's the 5-7 coming to action. Here we go, Team Toxic and Team Squeaky. Actually pretty level right now. It's 7-6 as we get to the penultimate round, 14. As Jax goes to that mid control, the classic mid smoke to block vision from the likes of Tarik as he tries to get closer and closer. And now he's going to have his work cut out for him, but it's going to be Tarik not checking the close position. And that's just him alone. Or can he have to go for the repeat? You can see him being very aware of the window, but he doesn't seem to be shaken at all. That's a lovely shot towards Jax. One bullet, that's all that's required.
Nonsense. Stewie got the line towards main, has the support from Ethan from up high. Jump peeking for the info, everything feels the same. You can see this is all too familiar territory for Stewie as he does catch Kenny. After his early heroics with the AK-47, Twistzz then looking for a 1 versus 3. North American's Magician, North America's map, 1v3 here in Brooklyn. Does get the first, catches Nitro on the truck, and another steel court trying to piece together where the last could be. It is going to be Stewie 2K, misses the shot. Stewie up, he's getting hunted. It's Twistzz with a 1 versus 3. The first clutch on Cash.
Yeah, that's a big one as well. That's going to sting. It ties things up at 7-7. We'll have a look at the frag charts while we're here, see who's really feeling it so far. Alige, of course, we've seen some unspeakable things from him with the Krieg. He's got 15 and 9. Tarik and Twistzz both with 11 frags. So they're doing a great job. And we'll see Ethan at the very top for the season.
That's a new angle, isn't it? You couldn't see Truck from the from just outside main box before, like the Shroud boost?
Yeah, so that APC has a bit of a slope to it on the edge.
So he's catching Nitro on top of that truck. New headshot angle to start off that clutch. Now to B. Steel to be tested, having the scout and doesn't quite connect the shot. Has a second chance, looking to escape. A flash and a smoke deployed as he does Scarpa, but he's in so much trouble. So many people looking for him already. One player does fall on the CT side. Steel soon to be added to that list. And this final round is going to be a quick one. A quick B take it is. And actually aggression. Stewie ready to receive. That was his chance. Not going to be able to find the double. He shuts me right up. Jax still. He's being hunted. It's a knife battle here in Brooklyn. Kenny will sort things out and leave Stewie in a 1v3. Can he do what Twistzz did? Would be the ace clutch. I think it's a bit too tall of an order, and it's an 8-7.
Two angles. You can't just run up there as a T and have just pre-fire one spot. There's 2 angles to look at now.
And I mean, I'm already envisioning the powerful crossfires. Actually taking a look at Stewie's perspective, you can jump for that info at least. But the idea of having someone perhaps sandbags holding that side of the box and then having someone just holding that vent cross. I mean, there is so many opportunities to hold middle in new and refreshing ways. New box, of course, on this wall. It gives Elijah a little bit of an eye line over the precipice of that smoke. 2, maybe 3 crossing in soon. 19 frags from Elijah. Oh my God, he dinked another one. Nitro, just 10 HP. He still wants to push in, still aggressing all alone. One-man army, still going. Finally, silenced by Nitro. He's got more to do though. Left alone with 10 HP, 2 to find. Admittedly, they're tagged. He's got a shot bomb down. Not even gonna have an opportunity.
Alex,
you know what? I think that was Irv. That was Jax's call.
Yeah, he's just like, you know what, boys.
Well, he's French, right? That's how the French used to play Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's true. So he'll be going for the pick towards middle. The wallbang's still there. There were some really fun wallbangs on this map. You remember the 147 shot you could shoot towards connector. Is there anything like that you've intentionally put in? Any things you're hoping people would find? Or?
Well, so that one is still there.
It's still going?
So now you can smoke CT or T-mid from CT in the Z through the window.
Okay, cool.
And so there's less reason to run out exactly at 149 to throw the
that
smoke.
makes sense, right. So it's still possible to bang that, but it's not necessarily going to be happening too often.
Yeah.
Yeah, I almost completely forgot about those spawn wall bangs all the way through to Z. Out main goes Steel. Connects.
They're pulling this one back.
Looking no worries at all. Config's not really got the weapon or the health for the job. Confirmed by Steel. Nice hold, nice frag on towards him.
I mean, they're all seeing this for the first time, so they're problem solving on the go.
Exactly, it's fun to watch.
Oh, here comes the B push. The Bizon is out as well. It's Stewie 2K that can't connect the dots. He does a little bit of damage out towards Twistzz, who picks up the one of the useless weapons in the game, I would say. But it's got 64 bullets, but it's like BB pellets.
No, it's, 64 packing peanuts.
Yeah, exactly. He realizes it's not looking good, but it is a nice distraction for Tarik to come in and take down Nitro. Wow.
Remain, Tarik, he did something rather absurd. Double kill with his deagle, he won't be caught. In fact, he actually wants another one. Swings back out, dealt with by Jax, and there's so many, he's dealing with it. Finally shut down by Kenny's repositioning. Doesn't connect. Ethan left in 1v2. Oh, he had a go. Just whistles past the ear of Elige and a roar from the crowd and indeed the team.
It looked like Jax was totally...
Always have that angle available to them from what I can see so far. Presumably you could throw a Molotov while running into that position, just guarantee control, but it doesn't look like you can do much from the outside near
from the get-go.
Yeah, to actually lock that one off.
Is that something that you've been checking to see how easy it is to lock down that window with utility?
Yeah, so you can definitely throw a jumping Molotov from the T-boost, behind the T-boost.
Yeah.
And with the Molotov, you can basically smoke anything at that point.
Sure, so as long as you get smoke on that flames, but that's a huge investment of utility, so at least there is a price to be paid for removing that vision.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And just to be clear as well, all skyboxes remain the same. So the execution smokes from outside the A side towards Squeaky, they're still just as viable as they were before.
So one point to mention is the building between the T side of A and the CT side. That building has been lowered.
Yes.
So any existing smoke should still be possible, but new ones might also be available.
That's cool.
As well.
Okay, that's really awesome. Well then, here's going to be Elige and Config taking the advantage here. They have got an 11-8 lead so far. It's Jax and Steel to try and pick up the pieces. They've got an AK and a Krieg. Relatively healthy, still down to 86, makes his way out the Squeaky door. Smoke down, and it looks like he'll be dropped as well. 4 versus 1. Jax has been playing very well indeed. 16 kills to his name. Coming through Z here, but he's been out-positioned and presumably taken down. Tarik doesn't make the cleanest of kills, but they all count, and it will be a solid lead now. The money should be in absolute tatters.
Seeing a lot of Spider-Men in the crowd. More frags from Elige. He hasn't had many poor performances here in New York.
Looks like we got an op out of Kenny, so let's see how he handles these new angles.
Perfect. You said you were hoping to see it. Elige, though, aggressive into main.
that enough?
No worries. He wants to get this done.
Yeah, so that's a really powerful incendiary. You can get that down on the CT side. I mean, if you have full control of A main, especially with that bomb down, that's going to be a very powerful spot. They're going to rotate everyone down now. They're going to smoke it, incendiary, and these wallbangs are fought. I never saw many kills in this spot, but I knew the damage was possible. I assume it's the same values in terms of that sort of spam, and it will do some damage, but not an awful lot.
It might not be identical damage, but yeah, it should be very similar.
Hello, Tarik.
Another one added to the tally. 3 knife kills in this game to start.
Also open a sight line up from that window to the A-bomb site with somebody like hanging off of a wedge.
Of course, yes, that would be too much, yeah. That'd be too much of a strong angle. Nice knife kill from Tarik, you'd like to see that. The top team did actually take an eco in the previous round. It's a classic play. Ethan using the flashbang to get himself out towards middle. Quick push towards the vents here. He's got to push through so many flames, and it's going to be Config, who's ready and waiting. Actually makes that kill his. And now Jax will bring things back to a 4-on-4. Tarik trying to back up his teammate the best he can. The flashbang's deployed. The swing comes through, but it's not quite enough.
He's on the new lamppost. We'll see if it's going to catch them off guard. They're not going to necessarily be checking this or not. Never mind. Still, he's done his homework. Catches him. Nitro as well on the way into the site, catching Twistzz. Leaves Kenny miles away. Bomb not yet down, but feels like almost an impossible task. Walking from B. T-side entrance. We're going to follow his sweep. Headshot the first to check, and bullets already been thrown in his direction. Impossible shot to hit. Just the pixel of his opponent's head, pushed and finished by Steel.
And Steel top fragging, 18 kills. You're right, he is feeling himself. He's rolling back the years somewhat there. And we'll see now with the money completely ruined on the CT side. I feel like we've got a tactical time.
It's endearing.
Yeah, well, I agree. And it still makes me smile when I hear it slip out, because he's tried to change it. He's tried to call it cash, but when he's getting passionate, Cage does slip out for sure.
Cache is the one I was expecting.
Cache,
yeah.
Paper cache.
Well, you've helped me do loads of really terrible puns about cash, the map, and cash, the money. That was always a nice and easy one, so I appreciate that.
No problem.
Oh, what is this?
Oh,
a variation? Oh, that's so cool. So you can boost
better.
instead of using the ladder. That gives you like your head peeking up instead of the whole body. That is a really cool idea.
I'll bet you could wallbang that as well. We saw Nitro take some bullets from the other direction.
It looks like the bomb is down towards A as well. So I'm hoping to see some Kenny S action here.
Well, he's got the AWP. His teammates were just Eagles. He's going to have to step up and go above and beyond as he waits towards the CT truck. Remember, you can see the angle now. The player's crossing towards quad. And that's the one we're looking for. That's the AWP angle, and that's lovely. He's going to take Ethan down and still looking for more here. Tarik will back him up. He's going to get a second bite of the cherry. Stewie crosses over and pre-firing that position. Kenny will start to reposition here. Steel, who still gets going to go down from the forklift position. 2k taking a little bit of damage there, and it's going to be down to Kenny. Remember, the only player that came into this round with a real weapon. His teammates had Deagles. They took an eco, but here he comes. A classic clutch for Kenny S! Have you ever seen anything like it? That's what we wanted to see. steal the AWP.
He dies on old Cash. He's against the wall. There is no cover there.
That's
now
a good
he
point.
has it. Tarik couldn't take the shot. It's a headshot fight for Kenny. Precision, sure. But there you go. Perfect example here in the show match. Let's see it again. First catch wouldn't be possible. Second, not possible. It's all brand new. Nitro and Stewie getting caught out, and he's feeling himself.
That's a vintage Kenny S clutch. On a map like Cash as well. That's got to warm your hearts out.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to see.
That's exactly what you wanted to
You
see,
asked.
right?
That's more than we could have expected.
Oh, that could be it, because now they're 14-10 up. That was an eco, essentially. The force by Kenny to bring the AWP out. 4 Deagles, no armor. There's 1 Deagle kill there, and a Kenny S 1 versus 3. You just love to see it. Double AWP set up now. It'll be Tarik joining in with the AWP responsibilities. I want to see this boost work out. As you can see, it's just designed to stop that fast approach towards the boost position. Tarik will be landing the shot towards Stewie, looking for match points here as he flashes in Config. Config feeling himself, wants to see if he can open things up. He wouldn't necessarily expect this push. He's done so much damage there.
I mean, there you go. That is something that has changed. That's a fight he could have potentially won earlier due to the wallbang changes, or the texture changes. Material? I don't know what word. I'm not a map designer. Material changes.
Yeah,
Don't sell
we'll go
yourself
with that.
short.
Yeah, man. I made a Call of Duty 1 map once.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How old were you then? Like 9 years old?
Yeah, me and my friend, we just put low gravity on and it was a box.
Do you still have it? I'd love to play it.
Sure,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, and we made it so that the bolt action rifle fired a bazooka. We were really having a go. We wouldn't really.
Let's get on the Steam Workshop.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do. Kenny, not quite going to have the same success he had in the round prior, at least not to start things off. Tagged down to 22. Steel's already out, and this does seem to be a very powerful position. Look at the angle he can adopt. Of course, vulnerable because of his scope to a fork swing, which is exactly where Elige presents himself. Deals with it on top of the sight. It's Twistzz. Headshot angle. Leaves Ethan and Nitro. 40 seconds. Try and make this T-side work. The bullets overwhelming, certainly towards Squeaky. Nitro left to his own devices. Quick start. Config caught, 30 seconds. And Kenny. Whew. You peak, you lose when Kenny's in the server. Whether or not it's now or when it's available. Just a quick reminder, when will the general public have a chance to run around on Cash?
So the plan is on October 10th, it'll be on the Steam Workshop.
Cool. So October 10th, you'll be able to run around and find all of the smokes that the players haven't been able to. Look at Elige. He's got, quote-unquote, the most useless weapon, but still catches Jax. Kenny and Tarik then, looking to win this one right here, right now, up against 4. Good start. Stewie caught on his push towards fence. They're already starting to forge a path, though, towards B. Tarik a little late to this party, but he's not got the weapon for the job either.
What's he going to do with this in Century? Yeah.
What's the plan? Jumps through. My goodness, he had a shot. So did Nitro.
Oh, here we go again. Kenny S, 1 versus 3.
Do you believe, Henry?
I am always believing this guy's got the magic stick in his hands. We'll see what he can do with it. It's going to take some heroics here, and that's not a bad start at all. Steel is low as well, dropping the smoke, trying to buy himself some space here. The flashbang to follow it up. He's going to push through it, I believe, but he does not fancy it right now. Going to go for a wallbang potentially as he heads towards heaven here. And now, oh, Steel's been spotted. Oh, it's happening.
Oh, he's so good. Feeling himself, nearly gets
going
it.
for the decoy grenade here. So I'm interested to see what he's going to do with that.
Here it comes. So
Powerful
he's got the
weapon.
lineup. I imagine he's been working on that one. Yep. Okay,
There
so
it
we'll
is.
follow that.
That's going to be a big part.
Onto the corner.
This is actually very interesting. We haven't seen this yet. So you can jump up there now to the boosted position by yourself. That's a really nice way to mix things up instead of just being isolated in the corner. Some different variations of that angle to hold. Should be a pretty convincing round here for Team Toxic, but the first frag will go in favor of Elige. USPs and 1 Deagle here. Oh, this is actually...
The dink. This is going to be the most
Oh, no.
awkward way. Twistzz.
No,
He's
no,
handing
no,
out
no.
all the dinks.
Not the full eco.
Twistzz and Elige, they're on the full eco and already have found 3 between them. Leave Steel and Nitro. You said they had to eco. It turns out that was the formula.
Oh, it's actually going to Config. Loves a knife.
He loves
He's had
it.
some favorable situations like this. Steel.
Steel,
Not
no.
like this. No.
Steel.
Oh!
Steel. He steals it. It's going to be 16 to 12. We started this show match with knives. We finish it the same.
My
a whole lot
goodness.
of fun.
Well then, that was fun. That definitely is the operative word. I think it absolutely had it all. We got to demonstrate the new positions, the new ideas, the new ways of holding things, especially the boosts and stacks that were coming through. Sal, are you satisfied with what you saw today? Are you happy with how it was played out?
Yeah, I'm really happy with what I saw there, and thank you to both of you for having me on the cast. It's been an honor to be up here with you guys.
It's been an absolute honor to have you up here as well. Thank you so much for bringing this new, exciting version of Cash to our doorstep. I'm very excited to see how this one evolves. I'm sure the players have enjoyed that as well. Cash is an iconic map, and it looks like it's is getting better and better. It's aesthetically pleasing, and now we've got the adjustment to the CT side. It looks like it's getting toward that point where I really want to see it go. A nice, perfect position towards middle especially.
I'm just really excited to see what happens with time. Seeing professional players, given the pressures or the interests of innovating on it, those small changes will have knock-on effects. I imagine map design, it's a nuanced art in sometimes the changes you make.
For sure, and it's all very cyclical. You know, as teams start figuring out something that works really well, other teams counter it, and then the cycle continues.
And it keeps going. We're going to keep going. And
I think it's cool. It's a nice twist to the map. There's some cool stuff in there, and there's still more to explore. So, yeah, it was fun.
10 to 15%, I think I heard, has been changed. Do you feel that when you were running around it?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the changes aren't drastic, but there's small changes here and there, and that kind of stuff can make a big change overall. So there's still a lot of stuff that we haven't even seen, because that was our first time playing it right there as well. So, yeah.
It's craziness. That was the first time you were playing it. What about the lushness of it all? The greenness of the map?
Yeah, I was actually kind of thrown off by it, because there's actually no map like that with those kind of textures. So it's interesting, because, yeah, it's one of a kind.
Tarik, I love the fact that you've just warmed up with a show match ahead of a grand final on the stage. Do you feel warm now? Are you ready to go?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good warm-up. I wish the rest of my team was here as well. We should have had all 5 of us. But, yeah, I mean, it's a good warm-up, and now I'm looking forward to the final. And hopefully the stage fills up a little more, and these guys start cheering for us, because you guys are a little quiet out there.
There you go. Tarik, it's going to be great to see you on stage. Looking forward to it. He'll be here with the Evenal Geniuses for a best-of-5 grand final for possibly this trophy. Until we get to that, we'll hand back to Trace.